Hey everybody, remember I did the video when I said Ray Ray's granddaddy needed a ride? So he basically ended up stealing the ambulance, and we had some comments in the comment section saying, "Hey, what if somebody was in the back? They could have had somebody in the back of the ambulance." Um, Luckily, there wasn't. However, true to form, Ray Ray decides to go ahead and steal an ambulance. And this time, there was a patient, and the EMT was actually in the back. So here's Ray Ray being arrested. That's not his legal name as we know. I'm just referring to him as Ray Ray based upon his character. To me, this is my opinion. Given my commentary, fair use, this is the epitome of a confirmed Dusty. Pookie and Ray Ray. What was he thinking? It's beyond comprehension. It's nonsensical. It's easier. You just might as well say, "Hey, I want to go to jail today." Just do it. Just walk up and tell them, "Hey, I want to go to jail. Can you just lock me in there for a couple of hours because I really like it there. I belong there. It's where I'm destined to be. So just let me in." I mean, that's easier. Or since you love it so much, just go buy a storage set in the back of your mom's house and put some bars around it. Heck, put bars in your room because you seem to really like it there. That seems to be your destiny. You're destined to make it there. Maybe it's time for a psych. I'm telling you, I think we need a lot of psych consults in the community. As my best friend's, one of my best friend's dad is a psychiatrist. He's retired. And what did he say? There's a lot of undiagnosed mental illness. I can't wrap my head around it. So, without further ado, let's look at your boy. And this is somebody's boo. I hope he's not a parent. I hope he's not a parent. That puts it on a whole nother level. So, fair use, everybody. Check it out. Yep, it's breaking news. It's breaking news.
Out of Southwest Houston.
Police tell us that is one person's in custody after an ambulance was stolen with a patient and firefighter EMT in the back. This all started on Fairdale Lane near South Gessner. Cops caught up with that ambulance at the Southwest Freeway at 610 the West Loop. Taisha Walker live on the scene. Good morning.
Owen, good morning. The suspect is now on his way to a hospital in an ambulance. Now, his second ambulance ride this morning. Police tell us that the man that you're about to see on your screen is the man they say hijacked an ambulance this morning around 3 a.m. while firefighters were taking a patient to a hospital. Firefighters tell us that two EMTs were on the South Loop near Beech Nut this morning on their way to a hospital with the patient in the back when a car stopped in front of them and the suspect got out with a gun. We are told that the man pointed the gun at the EMT that was driving and forced him out, saying something to the effect of "call the police." Police tell us that the suspect fired rounds but not toward the EMTs. Firefighters say the veteran EMT in the back tending to the patient looked up and realized that her partner was no longer driving and that there was a man behind the wheel. Firefighters say the guy pointed the gun toward the veteran EMT several times, but she kept calm, de-escalated the situation, and kept on helping the patient. We are told that both EMTs ended up calling for help. Chief Samuel Pena tells us that this is unacceptable, and he commends the veteran EMT for de-escalating the situation, allowing police to track the suspect, their dispatchers to track the suspect onto the Southwest Freeway near the 610 loop.
This is not part of their jobs to be kidnapped, to be assaulted at gunpoint, but it definitely has become a risk of the job. I'm very thankful that everybody is okay, but it's not acceptable for our firefighters and EMTs to be assaulted.
Chief Pena also tells us that the suspect may have been able to use their radio. He's not sure at this point what was said over that radio, but we do know that the suspect is on the way to a hospital. We know that the patient eventually made it to a hospital in a different ambulance, and those two EMTs are okay, though they are shaken up this morning. Reporting live in Southwest Houston.
I don't understand. What was he thinking? Where was he going to go with the ambulance? And you have a patient and an EMT worker in the back. Did he know the person? This is like woe without a cause. This is ridiculous. What was he thinking? What was he going to do? What was he going to drive through? Did you not want the person to survive? And maybe you call yourself, oh, they're not going to make it to I'm not going to let them make it to the hospital. I'm going to go ahead and do something totally different. I cannot wrap my head around it. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, seriously, they do not think. It's one of those things they don't think, they just do, and then it turns out all wrong. I mean, seriously, this right here, it doesn't make any sense. There's no way he could have thought this out. There are people, an EMT and a patient in the back. They're in the back of the vehicle, in the back of the EMT. Who's not going to miss that large vehicle? Are you kidding me? He pulls a gun on the driver and orders them out, and then starts. He actually made some shots. I mean, are you trying to commit suicide at this point? I have no idea. These Dusties are getting way out of hand, and I kid you not. I wonder sometimes. You wonder why quite often there is like a delay. Sometimes I've heard in the black neighborhood. Personally, a young black girl was like, "Oh yeah, we called the ambulance, and it was in a rough area." She was saying it took a while for them to get there. And I thought, well, that neighborhood, to myself, is kind of rough, drug infested. Maybe they're taking safety precautions. I don't know. And she was like, it shouldn't have taken that long, and we lost our loved one. I'm like, well, to be honest, and I didn't tell her this, but I remember on the news, I've heard of firemen going to that neighborhood, let alone an EMT, and they would come back, and sometimes certain things were like stolen. Yeah, who steals from the fire truck? Steals from the fire truck that's servicing the area and the EMT. So I'm like, maybe that might be an issue. They may have to get somebody extra just to be the lookout while they come in and save somebody's life. So I'm telling you, these Dusties really have an effect on the community. Everybody thinks it's okay when they're just, attacking black women. They think it's okay. A lot of black men feel that way. I hate to say it. Oh, whatever. But they really have an adverse effect on the community. And you wonder why things are the way they are. But this one here, what was the purpose? Mission not, if you want to go to jail, mission accomplished. But what was the purpose? Were you going to hijack the patient and make sure they don't survive? I don't get it. It's just sheer stupidity, and it's an embarrassment. And the sad thing about it, for the Dusties, you want to how the black women are your problem. No, most black women are working while a lot of Dusties are engaging in this. And if they're not engaging in this, they're just sitting at home under mammy or baby mama or big mama, and they're not being productive. So there's no excuse. When you look at how they have a lot easier, because a mammy will always support them no matter what. The mammy's going to support them. So while that mammy's supporting them, why can't they get up and do something? Start a business. There's so much you can do. You can wash cars. You can go sell books online. You can sell used clothes online. You can do a blog. You can maybe do a video on what your life is like as a dust bucket. It's no secret. Life of a Dusty. Just, hey, I'm a Dusty. Today I do nothing. Sit up, watch games. Heck, I've even heard people have YouTube channels where they just play games and people watch. There's no excuse. What are the Dusties doing? Again, the mammies have secured them a place to stay and food to eat. That's secure. The mammies, you can drive her car. You drive Big Mama's car anyway. Big Mama's car, you name it. There's no excuse. So what are you doing? There's just no excuse at this point. It's just not. So this here, he robbed, he stole an ambulance. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And this is not a child. This dude might be like in his 30s or 40s. Stole an ambulance at gunpoint. Quick question, what did he get out of this besides an additional felonies? And now they're saying kidnapping. Oh, wow. Kidnapping charges the EMT worker, the person in the back, the patient. Then he's pulled a gun. So let's see, theft, ambulance theft, kidnapping. I bet he probably already has a felony and knows he wasn't supposed to have a gun. Violation, probation. I mean, seriously, just say you like the boys club, okay? Because that's what a whole lot of boys, a lot of black ones that look like you. Boys club, aka inner city jail, the prison. Just say you like it. You like being there. You don't have to fight this hard to get in to hurt other people. Just say you like it. That's why you do dumb things to put yourself there. So mission accomplished. And look at him looking sad. Look at him looking sad. So we're going to see if the mammy, if she has any money, let's see if a mammy comes to bail him out. Let's see. If he makes bail, oh my goodness. Let's see if the mammy will come and bail him out. Anyway, they bring drama. They like drama. Dusty's like drama. They bring trauma. The financial implications is too much dust in the nation. And what if the person would have died because of the delayed response of what he's doing? You could then be facing a murder charge. Or would a person die? Well, we were on our way to the ambulance, but he pulled a gun out and stopped. I mean, listen, they're saying he pulled the car in front and got out with a gun. So what if the person dies? Well, he didn't kill him. Yeah, but if he hadn't gotten that vehicle and stopped the ambulance and pulled a gun out and made him stop and get out, that's time. Time is money. That's time. Timing is very important. What if the person could have died, then a murder charge? Then it'll be, oh, what they doing to a black man. But what the man is forget, look what the black man is doing. Anyway, I'm out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. So my next single needs to be Beware a Stupid Man. He's got a gun in his hand. This is ridiculous. It's nonsensical. I'm out.